Hey, hi, and welcome to Brunch with Brian on this beautiful Thursday. And today I want to talk about it's National Sons and Daughters Day. So if you are blessed with sons or daughters, you are a very blessed person. I have a little picture here of the kids, and it says blessed on it, and that was a couple of years ago. And that's our three. That's Dashel, Kale, and Trinity. And we are so lucky and so blessed and so happy. Now, when you have kids, or if you have kids who look up to you as a parental role, so a younger person, sometimes you take that kind of parental role with that person. Or if you have kids, the most important thing to think about, I think, there is being a good role model. And one of the sayings that I always remember is do as I say, not as I do. And a lot of parents, don't act like me, be better than me, but then they're not setting the right example. And so that's really hard though, because, it's hard to lead a perfect life. It's hard to, have a perfect eat perfectly and have a perfect work schedule and do everything right, but when your kids are looking up to you, and even if you don't think about it, they're looking up to you and they're watching you and seeing what you do, even when they're older and you're older. So if your kids are adults at this point, they still look at you and what you're doing. And if you can, and I don't know where you are with your real estate, but if you get this real estate engine really roaring, this is something that will really, they'll take notice of, and you can be a great role model in terms of being an entrepreneur. And if you want to leave a legacy, mostly when we talk about leaving a legacy, it's about our kids and our grandkids, leaving a legacy for them. Now, that's what I love about cash flow properties, what I love about pre-funded properties. When you get these properties, and we're negotiating two right now, and you should be aware of this, guys, agents will put in, you should have agent search in your area if you have a good agent that you're working with. And agents have gotten more flexible on you asking for terms. So there's a couple of little spins on that. I'm going to give you two golden nuggets right now. When you're talking to agents, sometimes if you approach them by saying either land contract or contract for deed, sometimes that's the thing that clicks for them. Okay, sometimes if you say seller financing to them or seller carryback, I want you to be able to use all terms, be flexible on that, and have them all in your quiver. These are all like arrows in your quiver that are weapons for you. So I want you to be able to say, I can buy it however your seller wants. Now, if you are in certain states, land contracts are very common and very popular, and there's a lot of houses being bought and sold on land contracts. Michigan would be a good example of this. Ohio. So depending on where you're buying and selling properties, there's certain mechanisms that you do that with. Now, in contract for deed is a very common one, and if you guys have our what to say and what to do system, which you should, there is a specific script called the contract for deed closing call. All right, so if that's a common way that people buy or sell, and that seems more palatable for your seller than saying seller financing, then that's a good strategy. So be aware of that. Contract for deed, land contract, or seller financing, or with agents, again, they like that term seller carryback or seller carry. So all that's the same. All that's just executing you getting monthly payments. Okay, and that's why I want you to reduce it to that. Keep it, don't get it complicated. Don't go to a seller and say, okay, Mr. Seller, I could buy it on a contract for deed, or I could buy it on a land contract, or I could buy it with seller financing. Which do you think I should do? Okay, they're going to be completely discombobulated. So what do you say? You decide how you want to do it. And this is why I sometimes resist making multiple offer strategies. Sometimes if you make it too complicated, they'll just back out and say, no, I don't really get this, so I'm just going to go a different direction. So that's why sometimes you just pick the way you want to buy this house and just push for that. Now I'll say with agents, it is good to make a multiple offer, a two-pronged strategy where you offer cash, a low cash offer that's maybe, I don't know, $20,000 under asking, depending on the condition of the house and depending on the price of the property, and then make a full price offer on a let's go back to the terms, seller carryback, seller carry, however that agent, clicks. And you can do a search in the MLS for contract for deed. And so some of these sellers already are saying, would be willing to entertain contract for deed. Now, if you see that, that's good, but the one thing that'll kill that deal is if they want too high of an interest rate. The numbers still have to work. So if the house is over 300,000 and they want some like 7 or 8% interest rate, it's going to be hard to make that property cash flow unless you do an Airbnb, or if it's a multifamily. If it's a duplex or a triplex, sometimes those will cash flow because you have multiple units in there. So I kind of wandered off the topic, but all that real estate training that you need to get to be effective at real estate is your ability to be a role model for your kids. And that's what we're talking about. Sons and Daughters, National Sons and Daughters Day. So we love our kids. They work with us in the business. Both of our sons are working in our real estate business with us full time. Our daughter, now she just graduated as a nurse, and since it's National Sons and Daughters, I get to brag on Trinity. So she graduated as a nurse and she got straight A's through college. I graduated summa cum laude, actually that's why I'm wearing this shirt, because they all graduated from ASU. This is Arizona State University. I graduated from the University of Minnesota, summa cum laude, and we have the same colors, maroon and gold. So how cool is that? But when I graduated, I didn't get straight A's like Trinity. She was amazing, so that was very impressive. Straight A's in a nursing program. Now, she's not in our real estate, but she works as a bird dog. So I want you guys using your kids and other people to always be on the lookout for properties, vacant properties for you to make offers on. All right, so if you are blessed enough to have sons and daughters, today is a day that I want you to reach out to them, especially if they live far away. Tell them, hey, it's National Sons and Daughters Day, and I had to give you a call, and how much I love you and I appreciate you, and you're such a blessing to me. So give your kids a lot of love on this special day. I love your sons and daughters. I love my sons and daughters. Now, I don't know. I love my kids. Okay, let's do that I'm just going to say that as an affirmation for today. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I love my kids. I love my kids. Yes, I love my kids. I'm really lucky to be blessed with these great kids, and I hope you are too. So now let's do our deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Let that tension out. Get ready for your day. Get a big smile on your face. Deep breath in. Let it out. And one more. Nice deep breath in. Okay, awesome, guys. Great day. Have an awesome day today. Until I see you tomorrow, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and of course, as Lynette always says,